Is mental illness real? This question has been a subject of discussion for ages. Yet, even in the 21st century, it's often met with skepticism and confusion. People often dismiss mental illness as a figment of imagination, something that can be shaken off. However, can we apply the same logic to a broken leg? Would a broken limb be shrugged off as just something in the head? Would a person with a fractured bone be advised to ignore the pain, claiming that it's all a game of mind over matter? No, that argument doesn't hold water. Physical ailments like a broken leg demand immediate attention and careful treatment. But why does the same logic fail to apply when it comes to mental illness? Just because it can't be seen or measured doesn't lessen its gravity. Mental illness, akin to physical disease, is a reality. It arises from the complex interplay of biological components in our mind. That the mind is a significant part of our body, its well-being is equally important. The inability to physically touch or measure certain aspects of the mind with a machine doesn't diminish their authenticity. There's a common misconception that mental illness like depression can be overcome by simply going out and enjoying oneself. While a temporary feeling of sadness can easily be lifted, clinical depression is caused by chemical imbalances in the brain. In essence, mental illness is a chemical fracture in the brain, just as real and debilitating as a physical fracture in the leg. Another myth that needs debunking is the fear around treatments for mental illness. Yes, like any other medical treatment, there can be side effects, but avoiding treatment altogether can be far more harmful. Early detection and treatment of mental illness is vital. Many believe that sheer will and motivation can overcome mental illness. While motivation can certainly help in seeking and sticking to treatment, it can't alter the chemical levels in the brain. Lastly, it's crucial to remember that mental illness doesn't define a person. Just as someone with a broken leg isn't defined by their fracture, those suffering from depression or schizophrenia are not defined by their illness. We are all so much more than our mental health conditions. So to answer our opening question, yes, mental illness is very real. It's time we talked about it openly and honestly, because nobody should have to suffer in silence. Consider these words and remember, it's okay to talk about mental health.